Ooh. Hello and welcome to A Review by Brew. This week I'm going to be trying 3 exclusive beers from Brewdog from their subscription only service. So let's see what we got. Watch out, Brew. So, the first beer is Jet Trash, which is a West Coast IPA coming in at 6.9%. The next one is Zephyr, which is a citrus tart edition, coming in at 4.6%. And Nebula, which is a Russian Imperial Stout at 10% strength. I'm going to start with this one because it's the lowest percentage, so we'll start lower. It's a citrus tart edition. This was Zephyr, and in the description it's got grapefruit and tangerine, so they've kind of added fruits to this one. So let's see what it's like. It's clear, it's got a nice frothy head, so it's nice and carbonated. Let's see what it smells like. I smell a lot of the zest, the grapefruit is fully there, and the tangerine's just at the back end. It smells good though. It's really sour. It hits right at the back of the throat. You really get that grapefruit. It's kind of almost like the grapefruit peel is all over that. It hits you, it's the fruit that's sour. I mean, you can't get so many hops from it because it's overpowering in the fruit, but that's really good. I mean, they've used a lot in that. And the strength is, what, it's 4.6%. The bitterness takes over that strength anyway, so you can't really taste it. It leaves though, it doesn't linger too much. There's a nice bitterness, but it's a good finish. So let's move on to Jet Trash next, which is the West Coast IPA. A lot darker in colour, nice and frothy again, clear. I was kind of hoping this might be a bit hazy because it's a strengthy West Coast IPA. I would expect some of the hops to really still be there, but they've really cleared it out. Ooh. Definite West Coast, there's a pines. So West Coast, they usually use these really kind of earthy smelling type hops. So it's not as citrusy, you don't get so many of the really powerful citrusy hops. You get kind of a more earthy, piney kind of smell. And they've really got that. So it's there, it's got the slight malt back end, so the caramelly sweetness is afterwards. Let's see what it tastes like. Not as much of the pine, a bitterness actually hits you, and then the caramel afterwards, and it kind of lingers a little bit. It's good, but I didn't get as much as the pine. You can really smell the pine now. I mean, really earthy smell, but in the taste, it's got a bit more of a zest, as if there's something quite sharp in that. It's strong. You can taste the strength. I mean, that 6.9%? Yeah, 6.9%. You can taste it. I think that's where the bitterness is coming from, the alcohol. And then when it goes down, you can really get that little bit of the strength in there. So, it's good. So we move on to Nebula. 10% strength, so I probably won't drink as quick. Oh. Wow. That is dark. I mean, that is a thick, dark mocha type head on there. It's really, I mean, you cannot see through it. It's like an espresso with a big froth on it. It's, wow, it looks rich. And it smells fantastic. Really, so much going on. A lot of coffee. Just, it's like dark fruits with the alcohol, I think. It's kind of, it doesn't smell like it's really going to be super alcoholic, but it's the dark fruits have hit you there, and it's like coffee and dark fruits. It smells good. Wow, it's full of coffee. It's got coffee and really dark fruits, like really bitter dark fruits, just stay and linger with you. And it just is, it's kind of thick, it kind of wraps around your tongue. It's like, it's really good. It's really, really good, really thick. You don't taste the 10%, though you do. I mean, I like a strong coffee, so actually it probably works for me because I like a strong coffee. It doesn't taste as strong. Whereas probably because of the strong coffee taste, that is kind of masking the real 10% strength that is there. Very nice, very thick. Definitely an Imperial Stout. Wow, where do I begin? They're all so different. I mean, they've sent these three, they must have just been like, let's send one Stout to the other. It's like you've got real citrus, really sharp. You've got a piney kind of taste like I've just drunk that in the middle of a forest. And then you're going for like a really strong coffee, chocolatey thickness all over. So I just, you know, they're definitely completely different ends of the scale when it comes to craft beer. All very different, as I said. But I would say the best one is, for me, is Nebula. It's got this real thickness. It really feels like they've kind of worked on this. They've thrown so much into it. The Zephyr has got a lot of the citrusy grapefruit. They've obviously put a lot of fruit in there. It's very sharp, very sharp. And the Jet Trash, I mean, with a West Coast IPA, it's one of my favorite styles of IPA. I love pine. I don't feel like you get enough of the pine out of it. In the smell, it's there. In the taste, there's something a little bit missing, but they are all good beers. Definitely Nebula's my favourite though.
After all that bollocks, let's see what the dog has to say. Brewdog has created 3 incredibly different beers, but which one does Brew like the most? Brew has a little look at the Jet Trash. Brew's going for the strong ones this week. Exhausted from Will's chat, Brew obviously needs that